version 2.0. But rolling on tonight to topic number 4, and a great topic, I personally think, with an NFL record, and that's the NFL record being broken for a field goal, and the longest distance of a field goal by Justin Tucker. And it doesn't shock me with Justin Tucker, honestly.
No, I mean, he's been amazing. I hate saying it because I don't like the Ravens. I don't like Justin Tucker, but no, he's unbelievable. He's been so good since he came into the league.
Yep.
And he's just been one of the best kickers in the NFL, probably since Adam Vinatieri. And it doesn't shock me. He's got a huge leg. He's always been, and, they're in an arena, so they're indoors. So obviously in a dome, it's a little bit easier to kick a deeper field goal. Matt Prater, who had the 64-yarder, which was the previous record, he kicked it back in December of 2000 in Denver, outside. So that's a crazy good kick. The difference, though, is Prater did it just before the half, and it was, an awesome thing that he did. He set the record, but there was still a whole nother half to play. The fact that it was a 66-yarder and it was the very last play of the game, it was overtime, correct? Or no, it was the last play of the game.
End of regulation, I believe.
End of regulation. It hit that. They added to the drama because it hit the crossbar and then bounced through the goalpost rather than, a lot of times when it hits the crossbar, it clangs out or clangs off the front and falls forward, and the field goal is no good. It hit the crossbar and bounced through the goalpost to give him the longest field goal in the history of the NFL. Just an unbelievable kick with huge circumstances. The Ravens coming off a big win over the Chiefs. You don't want to let down against a team like the Lions. They almost had that sort of trap game situation, but this field goal gives them the win and sort of saves them a week after a huge win. This is huge for the Ravens and just an unbelievable kick by Tucker.
God, I love seeing the reaction of these Lions fans just absolutely being devastated by that kick going through, because most of them were probably laughing, being like, this is not going in. Look how deep he is. He was actually standing on, I believe, the opponent's like 48 or 45 or something like that. He was standing on the other side of the field, and the ball was placed down on the other side of the field. And he made it. A 66-yard field goal, the deepest field goal in NFL history. And like you said, I will got to give credit to Prater for kicking the 63 yards outdoors in the conditions in Denver. But you also got to think, right, the air's thin there, so you got to give him that little bit of an advantage there with the high altitude. But you're right. I think it might be a wash because indoors there's no wind. It's 70 degrees in there, perfect. So it might be a wash on the conditions, and the 3 extra yards with Tucker is just maybe that much more, a little bit more impressive. But I mean, just an amazing kick. And like you said, for the win, for the W, I was throwing up the W before if people were wondering what I was doing, but throwing up the W. So the kick for the win, it was just amazing, especially 66 yards. I've never seen anything like that. And like you said, Justin Tucker has just been amazing since he came in the NFL. So it's just something that did not shock me at all with his consistency. And we all know he's got a big leg.
Yeah, absolutely. And, one thing too, with the Lions fans, it's like, how can you be a Detroit sports fan right now? I feel so bad for them. The Lions have not been good for so long. Now, two relations Barry Sanders, and that they're seeing their quarterback, Matt Stafford, now with the Rams in LA, lighting it up. Hopefully, he's hoping to bring his team to a Super Bowl this year with this awesome defense and these receivers. And then you got, the Pistons, who have been bad recently. Although they just got Cade Cunningham, so hopefully things turn around. The Tigers suck. The Red Wings have been in the past. It's like these Detroit sports fans they just can't seem to get out of their own way. So
imagine being Jared. Imagine being Jared Goff.
No, I know. It's like Jared Goff, but he fits perfectly in Detroit because it's kind of this whole same situation as how everything has gone so poorly for everybody involved. So feel bad for Detroit. Unbelievable kick by Justin Tucker. And folks, as always, if you want us to check out more out here on Comeback Sports, make sure you subscribe to the Comeback Sports channel on YouTube. All your content will be fed right to that subscription. So make sure you check that out. You can also follow us on Twitter. You'll see our Twitter handles at the bottom of the screen. We're going to move on to topic number